Okay.
Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome again to Necessity Initiative Solutions. This is Mama NISE, and Nesi Kikaya is my real name, but the program is Necessity Initiative Solution. Necessity is trying to empower youth and entrepreneurs. And before we can go on, I can say that in this pandemic of corona pandemic, we have actually adhered to the guidelines. We have got masks, we have already sanitized, and we have got the social distance. So for us to be speaking better, I think we'll just have to lower our masks a little bit, and I hope you will bear with us because we need to speak so that the public can actually hear. Um, in the studio at NICE on the channel, we have got Moses, and Moses is going to talk to us how he's finding his life necessities and what he's doing in terms of business, jobs, and his career. I will ask him to talk to us and welcome Moses.
Thank,
Introduce yourself and tell the public who you are and why you're here and what can be of
okay,
help.
thank you so much. First of all, I'm Moses Akidadi Injenga, a member of this initiative. I'm a graduate of Masinde Meru University, bachelor degree in print media option, and also I'm a part-time volunteer worker at Vihiga County Chambers of Commerce, a resident of this county, Vihiga County, venturing into this business.
Thank you very much. Can you explain what kind of business? You've said you are a graduate of Masinde Murero, I think,
Yes.
and you're not married, are you? Not yet, or you have got a family. Anyway,
I
you
have a
tell us.
family.
Yes, and you have ventured into this business. Can you
Yes.
tell us what is this business you're talking about?
This business I'm talking about is grocery. I sell tomatoes and onions in the interior places and urban centers.
So is this you can see viewers, that is what he's selling, and tomatoes and many others. And he is a graduate. Good. Don't worry, don't worry. Yes. Continue.
What drove me to do this business? My driving point was I saw the need whereby, let me say, job opportunities are so minimal in this country. There is the level of unemployment. People are running into white collar jobs, forgetting that this kind of business is really paying. So I decided to venture into this business because one, the first thing I saw, the way I used to tarmac after school, looking for white collar jobs. Then I realized that business is even paying more than going to look for a job.
Right. In anything, you have got to tolerate this kind of job. Can you tell us what tolerance or what kind of individual abilities or individual characteristics that you need to tolerate this kind of job you are doing? This is not a bad job, but anything you need tolerance. Because we are talking about tolerance, we're talking about self-discipline, and we're talking about being a go-getter. So talk about tolerance.
The first thing for you to venture into such a kind of business, when I started introducing myself, I said I'm a graduate. And when you move to the village, you realize majority of people despise this kind of job. First of all, you need to have humility. You cannot do this kind of job when you put yourself to a level of a graduate. So you need to calm down, understand the need, what you want, understand where you are going. Is when you're able to understand this kind of business, it's even paying more than what kind of other business you may think of.
Good. And on the self-discipline, do you have some kind of self-discipline in yourself? Can you explain so that our viewers can know that in all everything, there must be some kind, apart from the drive, the tolerance, now the self-discipline. Can you explain what this self-discipline we are talking about here in terms of the job or the activities that you have taken in order to serve? You are also serving the public.
The first discipline you don't need to discriminate any job. Understand that whenever whatever gods give you to do, even biblically it is said God will bless the work of your hands. So when you understand that anything you touch, God will bless it, however small it is, move with it, do what you call, have hard work over it, you will succeed. So my discipline over this job is the way I said, I decided to be humble, just to look money from the grassroots level.
Good. Um, and on the go-getter, are you a go-getter, or can you explain how that go-getter in you is manifested in this kind of activity that you're doing,
Yeah.
despite being a graduate?
To show I'm a go-getter, in Kenya, maybe in our environment, majority of people view this job as women's job. But I decided as a man, let me go for what people despise. So you realize when you move with this kind of business in people's households, you realize sometimes you don't sell. You go home empty, you have to wake up early in the morning, you begin again selling, you don't get, sometimes you realize this thing wakati mwingine huwa zinaoza. So now you just, when you get a risk, you just have to continue doing this business. You don't need to give up, which means that that aspect, that spirit of going forward to continue this business, it means I'm a go-getter.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about that explanation. Now, you tell us. I want you to look in that camera and tell the viewers what challenges and issues that you experience that maybe can be of they can someone can give you advice, or someone can resonate with you in what you're doing, and if there's any kind of help that you would seek out there, so that you can be able to continue doing what you're continuing, because you've got to put food on the table, and also you can give them how they can get in touch with you.
First of all, the first challenge I'm really facing with this kind of business, people think that this kind of business is done by commoners. So when they see you walking into villages, they ask you, why did you go to school? I can say that is the level of ignorance of our people. So that aspect of people thinking that when you go to school you have to do a very big job. So when you go to villages, sometimes you can be discouraged. People ask you, when you went to school, we thought that you could come here driving, doing a very nice job. And another thing that I'm really facing as a challenge is in terms of capital. Personally, I have a desire of doing this business in large scale, but you realize that because of the limited capital, you just have to do it in small scale. But when I get capital, I can assure you in 2-3 years, I'll even be driving.
Oh, that's good. I'm so happy to hear that. Viewers, you have heard what Moses has asked. Moses is a graduate. Moses has got a family. Moses is still young, but as you are, the jobs are difficult. He has actually asked for help, and if somebody is out there can see what Moses is doing, he's now becoming an entrepreneur, but from a very low scale, despite of him having a degree. So viewers out there, how can you help Moses here? My number is 07234 36460. You can get in touch with me and see how you think you can help, or you can even just give advice. It doesn't have to be money. Those advices can get onto something. So Moses, maybe you can now look into that camera and tell viewers, give them your contact, and together with the Mama NISE contact, we shall be able to
Be-
help one another here with the
Before
spirit
I
of
give my
togetherness.
contact with your permission, madam,
Yes.
let me just, I have just an advice to give to the young people.
Yes.
I want to say that maybe after you have gone to school, don't discriminate any work. Do not despise your humble beginning. Begin from anywhere. And I can say thank you for supporting the young people, supporting women to ensure that they are growing in terms of business. May God bless you so much.
Thank you.
My number is 07 15 0 82 600.
Thank you very much, viewers. You have got that telephone number and also Mama NISE telephone number. Please get in touch with us. Subscribe to Necessity Initiative Solutions on YouTube and let us comment. Just comment on it, give advice, and that is what we need in this kind of program. Thank you very much for listening to us. Thank you.